Alright guys, so what I'm seeing here is we've got the two seams lined up here and here. And this top loop is pretty much the same in size. It's this bottom loop where we get in trouble. You can see this one's much bigger than this. So I need to remove all of this. So what I'm going to do is cut the seam and then bring this in to be like that, so that they're the same wideness. They're not going to have this huge bell bottom on the bottom. Now, I have to determine, so the inner seam is this one here. So I want to do the inner seam because it's less visible, the inseam. You don't have game with girls that you're not allowed to talk to. I have a fiance, but I still want girls that I'm not allowed to talk to find me attractive and to look at me, because that makes me feel good about myself. I like to have girls look at me and find me desirable. That's not cheating. So between that and just having Anna also check me out and find me attractive. You're not going to attract women with your game if you're not allowed to talk to them because you're in a relationship. But you can certainly look nice and have them check you out. And at least 30% of looking nice is what you wear. At least 30%. Alright, I'm going to change this X-Acto knife blade. It is bent on the tip. So we're doing it, guys. We are tailoring our jeans. It's not something very often done, but you know, these are $60, $80 jeans. I could just buy more jeans, but I like the way they're faded. I like their color. I bought them years ago. I like to keep my old clothes if they look good. So these look brand new. I mean, I barely ever use them, barely ever watch them. They're still in great condition. And I think it's just a cool, fun project to make some jeans that are no longer in style, become in style, save some money, even though I'm using time to do it. This is part of what I think is worth my time. I think sometimes it's just nice to do little projects like this and save some money. You could call that poor time management, you can call it what you want, but it's just something I like to do from time to time. Not with everything, but I'd rather do this than buy new jeans. I think it's just a fun project to convert some out-of-style boot-cut jeans into straight-leg jeans, and I really think they'll look great on me. They're very comfortable jeans, they look nice, if they just didn't have this boot cut. So that's why I'm going through the hassle. And it's a pleasure for me, plus it's going to keep my tailoring skills on point, and my sewing skills. I don't often tailor and sew things, so this is kind of a cool project. Just to keep my skills sharp. I am a very good tailor. Very, very good tailor. It's one of the skills I picked up over the years. served me well, not only to save money on buying clothes, but also to customize clothes I do buy to give them a nice fit and look better. I, for example, tailor all of my dress shirts. As you can see, I tailored some of my jeans. I've tailored my coats. Alright, so now that we've got the cuff of the pants exposed, now I'm going to separate the seam entirely. Oh. There we go. There she goes. There she goes, boys. It has begun. I sewed this seam over and over and over and over. Probably will need to iron. I might use my heat gun. That'd be a cool new way to iron. Spray with water and use the heat gun. We'll see. Thinking outside the box. Some narrates. I am a tailor. You put pressure, obviously, as well. You pull and slice, pull and slice. You couldn't hear me. Why couldn't you hear me? What's wrong with me? Am I not speaking clear? Otis McDonald. Want you or something like that. We're gonna have to take it way up, like way up, because I'm not sure how high up the boot cut goes, but it's better to have overlap and go too long than not go high enough. It has to be gradual. We're going to be reshaping the whole shape of the pant leg. So this year's morning routine has been dominated by taxes and taxes software, and electronics research as well. This is like the first cool project for my morning routine that I can take on. I gotta make sure I don't go too long with it. I don't think I should even try to finish it today, in fact. But we'll see. I have no idea how long this will take. I want to put in like, let's say 2.5 hours on this. What I think I need to do now is tape down this leg. Now that I got the leg looking how I want it, it's straight cut now. I gotta tape it down. That way I can flip it inside out and do the seam with my sewing machine and not mess anything up. Let me get some of my tape. Tape out and some scissors. Okay. I think this is better than like safety pins and stuff. It's strong and quick. Alright, we're going to expose the other half of the seam. What I mean by that is, so this is all extra material we're going to be sewing like this, but we need this flap filled up like that so we can sew it here. Boom. Like that. Can't be folded over like that, so I have to free it up. That. Looks like it was just that one little part. That's good.
Yes. Alright, let's do this. I wanted to make the length between each stitch longer on my machine. And I was trying to find it in the settings. As you can see, I don't sew very often, so it's hard to find anything. But I eventually did find it. As far as my audio, the issue was it was using my webcam as the audio recording device. And obviously that's not going to be as loud. Okay, let me just get my foot. I swear this never works the first time. I'm freaking out right now. But we'll just see what we can do. Okay, it seems to be working, guys. I'm freaking out. But what could be happening is it's actually creating a rat's nest underneath. 9 times out of 10, it's not actually sewing anything. It's just creating a big knot in the machine. I'm going to have to cut it out and start over at least 10 times before I finally get it right. That's always what happens to me with this machine. I have the worst luck ever. I want to get an industrial sewing machine. That's what I need. Or make my own sewing machine. That would be really fun. A robot automated sewing machine. Heck to the yeah. I'm just gonna go nice and slow, man. I don't trust this machine at all. We are for sure sewing right through the patches on the opposite side. That is not good. No, we're not. Hey, they're not even in line. They're not even in line with what we're sewing. I think I'm fine. Not positive on that, but I think I'm okay. Oh crap. I feel some kind of resistance. Yeah, this has got to be cut. I ain't playing around, man. If I feel anything wrong, I'm pulling out. What was the deal? What was wrong? Everything looks reasonably okay. What was it getting hung up on? Don't act coy with me. I know you're up to something, you filthy, filthy jeans. You know what I actually will do? Well, never mind. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. You can do it, you can do it, please don't get caught. Oh no. Oh, this is stressful, man. This is a piece of crap sewing machine. Never buy a Brother SE400. It's a $300 sewing machine. Sewing and embroidery combined. And it does a crappy job of embroidery and a crappy job of sewing. It's way better than my $20 sewing machine, but... ugh. Even that's questionable at times. I mean, the $20 one doesn't have the fine precision foot control and speed control, but this thing is so unreliable. It's like the tangling, all the tangling every time. I love its speed, its smoothness, but then the tangling makes me hate this machine. All the time it just wants to tangle up underneath. And if you don't catch the tangling quick enough, the tangle gets really big, and then you have this whole massive process of trying to extract all the tangled string, the rat nest, from inside the control systems underneath, like all up in the machine. You gotta get in there with an X-Acto knife and be like surgically removing the hairball of tangled thread, and takes a good 20 minutes to a half hour. And it also, if you don't catch it quick enough, damages the machine. The machine is never good enough after that happens. And it tangles more and more often. After you've gotten your first bad tangle, it seems like the tangles start to happen more and more frequently after that. It's not my first machine. I sold my last one. I gave away one. Once you start having problems with these machines, it's just downhill from there. But when you first get the machine, It's actually not too bad, but once the problems begin, they just get horrible. It's also really bad with super thin fabrics. It does a lot better with heavier fabrics. That's what I've found. Also, notice how I'm holding it in the back. I'm pulling it through the machine. The machine doesn't have enough grip strength to grab the fabric and pull it through, unless if you help it. You're a lot more likely to get a tangle if you don't pull it really taut and like help it through. Which shouldn't be the case. It should be able to grab and pull on its own, but you have to like assist it. Well, I mean, we got lucky that only took us 2 passes, and we managed to crush our entire seam. You can see it. That's where the first pass ended, so we only got from here to here before it started screwing up. But then the next pass got us all the way down. And now all this is extra fabric that we can cut away, which I think I'm going to just go ahead and cut it. It's 100%. This is where the boot cut was. This is what made it like a bell bottoms, this extra fabric here. So I'm getting rid of it. I feel confident enough to do this. Getting rid of it, man. This is the difference. This little bit of fabric is the difference between being stylish and looking like crap, looking like a cowboy or a disco dancer. Makes all the difference, man. Anna would always make fun of me in my bell-bottom jeans and laugh at me and say how bad I look. So we're about to nip that problem in the bud. We still gotta do the other side though. Otherwise I'm gonna have one pant leg that's straight leg. So here's what we removed. Starting at the top and then gradually working our way down, we got rid of that whole boot cut portion of fabric. Got rid of all of this. I'll just kind of clean. Fight. Ready, fight. This is almost decorative sewing because it's got the yellow. It's going to be showing. You gotta be on your A game. Every stitch counts because it's going to show on the outside of the jean. Crushed it. Yeah, each and every stitch has to be carefully planned and executed to perfection for it to work. And it's also very difficult getting the stitches through the jeans. I'm going through like 4 layers of fabric right now. Especially where this joint is, this nub. So I gotta be on my A game. I'm gonna make the stitches bigger to save time. It doesn't cost me anything. In other words, making them longer, spanning. Since I'm taking so much time to perfect their orientation and their entry and exit points, I can make up for that lost time by making the stitches fewer and further between. The first time I poke the needle through is just to gauge where it is. You have to poke it through several times to reposition it. It has to come out at precisely where the last one came in. Or else it's gonna look like crap.